Hello, I'm Crystal, and it's the 28th of March, and it's getting on for 11 o'clock on this 2018 lovely Wednesday. It's bin day, Dennis Day, yay! There is a yellow car like my son's old Fiat Punto at the back of the old road car park there. What can I say? I've woken up in extreme agony and pain, like I've been electrocuted in the head. I'm just going to take them away from the window and talk about what happened. Basically, I got home yesterday from the library, really upset. Because I look nice. I went out looking smart in my grey jacket, in my tights, in my boots, and I want to meet somebody for a relationship. I don't have a partner. I've been divorced 10 years and I want a bit of company. And I was made to feel like I felt horrible. I walked into the Pentagon Centre after going to the library, and there was a baby going, as I was going to Clinton's cards to get some Hello Kitty balloons. I told you that Beverly moved out of the flats because she was being taken the mickey out of and bullied, and one of the gentlemen called her Olive from on the buses. Well, I'm getting the same thing. And she's moved out, and I am actually in the process of getting out of here myself. So you will know in a maybe, if all goes to plan, in a few months' time, the videos from Lansdowne Court will cease. So Crystal won't be living at this flat anymore. And you know how ID theft happens? And possibly it happened in Gloucestershire when I moved out of Fairfield Court. When you leave paperwork behind because you can't afford proper removal company. And, you know, identity theft happens. But Crystal, in a few months' time, hopefully won't be living in this grotty, shitty bedsit anymore. Like Beverly, I've had enough. And enough is enough. We are women. We're not dogs. We're not yuck. And the men calling us that aren't exactly Prince Charming themselves. Including the one that touched me with his bald head and his big boots. How dare men call us derogatory names when they look like, you know. I didn't say to the man that told me that Beverly was a dog that he looked like a right Humpty Dumpty. It's disgusting and vile, and unless us women put a stop to this vile treatment, it will continue to go on. Not all men are like it, and I apologise for the men that do treat women like they are princesses. They open the door for them, they don't fart in their face. But there are a lot of men out there that think women are their property. They can hit them, they can talk to them like shit, and I'm not standing for it anymore. So I got home after I felt rather shit, and I get a phone call with 33 at the end of the mobile number saying that they are Justin and they are 37. So because you get upset because you're alone, you want a bit of company, so I mistakenly answered the phone to a young man that didn't sound like he was 37, more like 21, 22. And basically, he wanted to relieve himself over the phone, use me as as a sex phone line, but without having to pay for it. And he was saying, I'll take you out, we'll do this and we'll do that. And then he was basically using me to relieve himself. I've got his phone number, I've got the text, so if at a later date the police need to be informed, they will be given the number, etc, etc. But this does not stop. I've got a session with my therapist tomorrow, which I'm taking the numbers to. I'm showing her what they do and what they say, and what she thinks I should do about it. Because this morning, in the early hours, I was woken up just as I got into my bed, literally got into bed, put the covers over my head, the phone went off. Scooby, Scooby-Doo, how are you? We've got some work for you now. And got into bed and ignored it, went back to bed, put the phone on silent, but it still vibrates, and I started to get pain in my jaw, my teeth, my head. I got stressed, I was pacing up and down the room. And then this morning, the same number rings, saying that they're an Asian man working in a vegetable market in London, and he wants to meet me at 9 and 10 o'clock tonight. And what do you think that man wants? He says he's going to look after me. I've got him now. And how many men have said that to me from dating sites? He's going to look after me. What? I'm not going to be expletive, but I know exactly what he means. And I've seen my ex go out to the post box with a letter with his grey beanie hat on. I've seen the Tesco's delivery van wait outside because somebody thinks I've got no money to feed myself. I'm getting sick to death of it. It's been reported to the police. I've gone for therapy sessions and it still doesn't stop. This is why I'm moving out. And they can carry on with somebody. Well, I'm going. I've had enough. I'm moving. I was with somebody for 2 years who... Can I have your honest comments, please? Am I ugly? Am I ugly? Do I look like a dog? And please put your comments down, because I had a man for 2.5 years that couldn't get an erection. He couldn't have proper sex with me unless he was drunk. He had to down 3 or 4 bottles of wine to sleep with me, and that is the truth. And I just want comments. And be honest. If I'm ugly, I'm ugly. I've had unfortunate things in my life which has resulted in a disfigured sort of face. I had a swing in my face as a child. I've been beaten and suffered abuse. So be honest. If I'm ugly, put your comments down. But my partner couldn't get an erection, and he made me feel it was my fault, and he threw a cover over my head, calling me a dog. And it made me feel horrible about myself. He used to lock me in the flat, and I felt I was held prisoner. And if I asked him to stop smoking over me, he would smoke 10 more cigarettes and smoke in my face. So I just want to know, can anybody see a reason why I can't get a partner or anyone to love me and be nice to me? Please.